Hi, this is Scott. Welcome back to Bourbon Beach. What are we going to find today? Stick around and find out. It's just a matter of time down here on Bourbon Beach. Oh, and like I said, what have we got here? Old Forester 117. That's a hell of a find. Let's get this back to the whiskey room and give it a try. Hi, this is Scott. Welcome back to the Bourbon Beach Whiskey Room and yet another show in the Treasures in the Sand series. Have I got a special bottle for you today? Old Forester 117 series, extra old. How is it, you ask? Stick around and find out. Old Forester, the 117 series, extra old, coming out of the Old Forester Distilling Company in Louisville, Kentucky. Yep, you heard me right, extra old. There's one extra in there. What this Old Forester 117 is just basically Old Forester 1910, just aged for an extended period of time. It's been finished longer. And what I mean by finished, it's been placed in a second barrel after the first aging process and aged for another extended period of time. And this particular batch was aged for another 24 months. Let me read you the label, it'll help explain it a little better. It says here, Old Fine Whiskey is a double-barreled bourbon in Old Forester's Whiskey Row series. For this release, the brands experimented with extended finishing by leaving the whiskey in the heavily charged secondary barrel for at least 24 months. And as you can see from the label, this is batch 2, released last year, July 2025. Coming in at 93 proof, it also shares the same mash bill as the Old Forester 1910 and many of the other Old Forester Whiskey Row series. It's 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. Now this 117 series does not come with any age statement, but like I mentioned before, it was released in July of 2025 and it does have that extra 24 months of that secondary barrel aging. This bottle MSRP is for about $65, depending on where you live in the country. The 117 series also only comes in these little 375 ml bottles and are used exclusively in the Old Forester experimental releases. All right, let's give it a taste. America. Oh, what a color on this delicious juice. Look at that darkness. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be good. Okay, right away in the nose, toasty oak bomb in the best way, toasted marshmallow, fresh strawberries, blueberries, and donuts. Very complex. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, let's go in for the taste. Wow, that's special. That is really something special. Okay, right away on the palate, lots of oak char, cinnamon, leather, that marshmallow, that toasted marshmallows coming over on the palate, real nice. Just a hint of cherry syrup with some delicious barrel char notes. 93 proof, drinks real smooth, no heat whatsoever. As far as the finish, hints of rye, barrel notes, a little bit of caramel, a little bit dry, and a little bit thin, but I think that probably has to do with the 93 proof. Watered it down to 93 probably thins it out a little bit. But as far as the finish goes, not bad. Well, Old Forester, you knocked it out of the park on this one. In my opinion, this is what good bourbon is all about, and I cannot wait for you to add one more extra and see what that batch tastes like. If you're a fan of Old Forester 1910, Peerless Double Oak, or Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, you're gonna be a big fan of the Old Forester 117 series. Thanks, Craig. Couldn't have done it without you. Well, that's about all I've got for now on the Old Forester 117 series, extra old. Have you had a chance to try this one yet? If you have, let me know how you liked it in the comment section. And if you like the show, maybe consider liking and subscribing. It'd really help my channel grow. Well, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.